Why should one travel ruthlessly?
I like traveling to get a good sense of other cultures, because other cultures always tackle problems differently.
Yeah.
And I think that filters into so many different things. I think that you can have a much more interesting political debate around people where, they'll talk about, for instance, well, if we get rid of all the guns in America, then murderers will basically run rampant and kill people. And they did similar things in Australia and the UK, and murder rates dropped precipitously. And I think similar things, I think that also applies to actually developing products as well. Because if you've ever driven or ever ridden on public transportation systems in other places around the country or around the world, they're drastically different. And they all have little different buttons, little different instructions and that kind of thing. So I like to travel ruthlessly mainly because it shapes my worldview and gives me a lot more context. Because really all I know is my own culture and my own upbringing. And learning more about other cultures and other upbringings can shape your own upbringing, I guess.
How is traveling ruthlessly different than going into an airport and being ruthless?
So when I head into the airport, it's like a precision guided missile. Airports are basically, I hate airports. I love traveling, but I hate airports because of a couple things. One, they represent the most cheesy version of whatever locale you're in. So if you go to Austin's airport, it's nothing but barbecue and Texas Longhorns, right? And the other thing that I hate about airports is I fundamentally think there are two types of travelers. There are people that are literally on their first flight ever in their entire life, and people who have flown 150,000 miles last year. There is no middle ground, right? So, and those two sides tend to be at war with each other. So, perfect example of this, I was going through the Chicago airport, and in the Chicago airport, there are two main United terminals, B and C, and you have to there's this long lighted underground walkway, and it was really packed, and I had to make a connection, and everybody was standing on the monorails or whatever the hell they are, and so I start pushing my way through, and I'm like, excuse me, this lady's like, well, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm gonna tell all these idiots to move to the right and walk on the left, just like every other human being on the planet knows to do. There tends to be an inverse relationship between number of people in a crowd and average intelligence of said crowd. So if you're in an airport and there's 20,000 people, they're basically all retarded in a group, right? And so I'm absolutely ruthless. I have no sense of etiquette whatsoever. I'm just literally everybody knows you walk on the left and you stand on the right, unless you're in a former British protectorate, and then you walk on the other side, right? But it's just so I don't have any we all have some place to go, and we all have to get there, and it's a logistical nightmare to begin with. Can we all just do it in an efficient manner?